Okay, everyone, I'm going to be showing you how to use different types of charcoal to fill in these sections of your drawing. We have a few different kinds of charcoal that I'm going to show you here. The first kind is this vine charcoal. Okay, it's the lightest. So this is maybe a good one to start with, a good one to lay down some nice light gray tones with. If you want to fill in some area really dark, this is probably not the one you want to use. It's a lot easier to erase and smudge. Okay, so that's vine charcoal. And then we have this charcoal, which actually the next darkest. Okay, so this is lightest. The vine charcoal is lightest, and then the next darkest would be this pencil. Okay, it's a little easier to control than the vine charcoal, and as you can see, it gets a little darker. And this is also nice because you can sharpen it and get into some of these really fine areas. Okay, really, it's easier for details to get in there. Okay, and then you have this darkest piece of charcoal, which is just in the box like this. Okay, and this is compressed charcoal. This is really good for like large areas. Say you wanted to do the background in just a whole gray tone, you can just easily use the side of it like that. But this one gets very dark. See, I just barely touched the paper. My hands are very messy from this compressed charcoal. So those are the three black charcoals we have: the vine charcoal, the pencil, and then the compressed charcoal. Then we also have a white, kind of like we did with the colored pencils and oil pastels. Okay, we have a white charcoal pencil right here. It mixes really well with this other charcoal pencil, so you can get grays this way by blending these two together. You can get different grays by taking this over the compressed charcoal, so you can experiment with that, getting all sorts of different grays. And we also have some sticks too, some charcoal sticks that are white. They're a little harder to control, but they're going to give you a little bit more white when you push down. Trying to cover an area here. They blend easier like the oil pastels. So basically, I'm just going to go into part of this drawing here. A good thing to start with is probably your vine charcoal or your pencil, because they're easier to control and they're not as dark as this compressed charcoal. Okay, and just kind of pencil in your tones. Okay, you can just draw right over it. And now if you did want to blend this at all, you can use your fingers or a blending tool. So down here I might want to use a blending tool because it's so small. And see, that's why I use the pencil, because I have these fine details. So make sure to use the blending tools instead of your fingers on those small areas, because you can get very subtle gray tones. And remember, we want 5 values. So also experiment with this and blending with your finger. See, I didn't even use this yet on my page, but I could color that in gray if I wanted to with my finger. So this is really good for covering large areas, the compressed one. This one's probably easiest to control, the pencil, and then the vine charcoal, which is really light. So that's pretty much the scoop on charcoal.